how we went around the issue of double licensing and different monitoring of the different agencies who are actually involved in the regulation of chemicals. What will happen is that the PNA will just have a sort of oversight, and the DNR, for example, will still regulate whatever chemicals that they regulate. The issue comes when there are chemicals that are listed in the scheduled chemicals by the OFW, but none of the government agencies are regulating. So that's where the PNA comes in. So that's how we foresee how this bid will be implemented, so that it will be easier for all of us to actually comply with the OCCW.
Thank you, sir. The way I understand it, whatever list will be appended to the law does not necessarily mean na lahat yun i-regulate, ililisensya ng PNA, CWC. It merely means that the government and all its instrumentalities so tasked has taken cognizance of this list of chemicals in order to monitor them and regulate them as necessary. However, the actual regulation and licensing will be delegated to the authority, or rather to the agency already tasked before. Yung mga yung mga chemicals and substances na talagang walang kahit ng kaya sa humahawak, necessarily, it should be vested already with PNA, CWC. So, we are amenable to the suggestion of the PIDEA with the assurance na hindi naman siya tatanggalin sa listahan, pero hindi rin siya tatanggalin sa inyong responsibilidad. Okay? So, I think we captured those inputs already. May we hear now from the Colonel Amante, sir, will you be stating the position, sir, or this is just in part of the discussion earlier?
I would just like to go into the discussion.
Yes, sir, please, sir.
Mr. Chair, as in other treaties, international treaties, we are party to, for example, the Convention on Certain Conventional Weapons, as in the 5 protocols, the Biological Weapons Convention, and the Chemical Weapons Convention, the Arms Trade Treaty, the Non-Proliferation Treaty. All these are basically commitments of the Philippine government to the international community as a whole as to the proliferation of these weapons that have been used in war and have been known to be used in war. The objective of this bill is to actually, and the convention is to prevent the weaponization of certain chemicals that have been known to be used in war by state parties and non-state parties. That is the essence. So they may be innocent chemicals, but they are being used as main components of precursors. For example, ammonium nitrate is a very common component for fertilizer, but they are being used by non-state partners as main components for IEDs, landmines. Now, to add to that, Mr. Chairman, I would like to also note that even in international communities, there is no categorization of non-state parties who actually willfully, persons or organizations who willfully produce, stockpile, deploy, or use these types of weapons and or encourage the same. For instance, if a certain group, non-state group, use chemical weapons, how do you categorize them now? They are not state parties, they are not part of the convention, but how do you categorize them in the essence? For example, if the Abu Sayyaf Peace Chemical Convention, we categorize them as terrorists. If any other bodies use that, what do we categorize them now? How do we but there is no provision in the rule that says that.
Sir, when we will hear from your side later on, could you please provide the committee a recommendation based on the observation you just made?
Yes, sir.
From here on, sir, we will be hearing from the AFP and then the PNP. We'll start first with Major General Cruiser.
Your Honor, Mr. Chairman, I'd like to reiterate the Philippine Army's position that we strongly endorse the enactment of the proposed bill. In the previous committee hearing, we submitted to the chairman of the Committee on Public Order Safety our comments and recommendations. Actually, we touched on particularly 4 sections. Section 4, Chapter 1, establishment of the Ferry Authority and the CWC, where we said that the bill should address the AFP as one agency. Then we also commented on Section 6 on penalties under Chapter 1. On Section 7, forfeiture and destruction of chemical weapons, also under Chapter 1. And Chapter 3, the regulation of scheduled chemicals. Before this CWG meeting, I again consulted with our staff and our lawyer, the Army Judge Advocate, is proposing an additional comment or recommendation. This is a provision shall be added that violation of this act shall not be absolved in a case of rebellion. So that is the 5th comment and recommendation submitted by the Philippine Army, in addition to what we submitted during the initial committee hearing last time.
With regard to that, sir, we'd like to acknowledge your inputs as contained in your letter to Chairman Carrera, as well as your submission earlier with regard to the non-absorption of crimes related to the use of chemical weapons in the crime of rebellion.
That's accurate, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, sir, for your input. May we hear